About the game?
It's just understanding the moment, understanding the situation that we put ourselves in. We were in the same situation last year against the Knicks, so it's not like it's unfamiliar territory for us. And just, it's something that we get to do. We get to play Game 6 here and hopefully win tomorrow, and then, you get to play Game 7 in the NBA Finals, which is, every kid's dream.
I remember Rick talking last year when you guys got through in Boston about the trophy ceremony and making that a motivating factor for you guys. What has he kind of said or tried to steer you guys to keep you focused and motivated?
He mentioned it, he brought it up again of not letting anybody celebrate on our floor. We, let Boston do that last year here, and that's something we're not going to let happen this year. We're still going to win the whole thing. So it's just 2 games. We'll take it game by game, day by day, and let the cards fall where they may.
You mentioned Knicks last year. How similar to this feeling that you have right now about the importance?
Same. 3-2. Game 6 at home. We're going to worry about tomorrow first. We'll get tomorrow done. And then after that, like I said, we get to play in a Game 7 in the NBA Finals. Like, come on, man. It's fun.
With such a high energy and high stakes game, is there anything that you do personally to center yourself or stay calm, or do you just kind of try to stick to your routine as much as possible?
Stick to my routine. I say no matter wins, losses, big wins, big losses, as long as you keep your routine the same, it helps keep your mental the same. Never keeps you too high, never keeps you too low.
It's been cool to see Isaiah kind of do what he can around the team, given he's been unable to do anything all season.
Yeah, I actually talked to him today about his journey and how long it's been. He said it was 9 months today, so he's been working extremely hard, and I'm excited to see him back on the floor.
Aaron, you may have answered this, but last home game, regardless of what happens in this unbelievable season, can you put that in perspective on what this year has been like and with this crowd and what you've been able to accomplish?
It's been an amazing year. Try not to think of it that way, though. Still got 2 games to win. And after the season's over, then I'll reflect more. But fans have been great all year. I can't wait to see them pack this room out one more time. And, we're going to need them.
If Tyrese isn't 100%, doesn't look like he will be, a lot of you guys aren't. How do things change if he doesn't play as much or doesn't play as effectively as a lot of us hope that he can?
Different guys got to step up in different ways and cover for each other. And, we understand what he brings to our team. It's very hard to duplicate from anybody else. So everybody's going to have to do a little bit more just to help fill that void.
You really shot well during the season and in the playoffs, and especially in Game 5 you had a great shooting night. Are there any positives you can take from those games that even though you might wish you would have won, are there any positives you could take?
Yeah, there's always positives and negatives from every game. We made shots. I still thought there were things defensively we could have done better, but we did a decent job in some ways. But it's just about, these guys are, such a good team. You got to play a perfect 48 minutes against these guys. And, we got to figure out a way how to do that tomorrow.
What's atop the checklist in trying to keep them from getting in the paint, getting so easily to there, especially Jalen Williams lately?
Keep them out the paint. That's the number 1 priority for them. Yeah.
Starts with point of attack with the individuals and then help side.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep. I got you.
Yeah.
You're going to come out ready, and like I said, we just have more work to do.
TJ, have you seen kind of memes, the comparison between you, the free throw line breathing, and then LeBron James, the famous what of it? What was your reaction to it?
Asinine. I'm pretty sure LeBron, when they posted that, he won that game, I think, and it's LeBron. So really no comparison there, to be honest. I'm just being real with you.
Well, the love that you're getting is amazing. To see it, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, but like I said, there's really no comparison between one of the greatest players to ever play the game and myself. So honestly flattered, but like I said, just trying to do my job.
TJ, you're not a sort of a high basketball IQ guy. People talk about you as a future coach. Can you tell me, just big picture, if you're a commissioner for a day, what would you change about the NBA?
Nothing. I don't know. I think he's got an incredibly tough job as well. I don't know what I would change, honestly.
How do you feel about the style of play?
I think it's exciting to watch, especially the style that we play. It's exciting. It's up tempo. People here certainly love it. So, I mean, credit to Rick and his staff for, implementing it here.
TJ, after that incredible third quarter, what were you feeling tired? Were you feeling fatigued at all? Or does adrenaline kick in those situations and you were ready to go in the fourth?
No, I'm always ready when my number's called. I mean, there was probably a point where I was a little tired, but if he was to go with me, I was ready. But that didn't happen. And like I said, I have the utmost faith in Rick, and I trust all of his decisions. We all do, and I support him fully 100%.
When Shea and Jalen are going like they did in game number 5, how tough is it to defend?
I mean, they're great basketball players, honestly. Some of the shots that they make, you just got to tip your cap to them. But I think we can make things more difficult.
What is the most important thing you guys have to do to keep the season going?
I mean, I just think we have to leave it all out there. Leave nothing left to chance, and just play the full 48 and play to exhaustion for the full 48.
How are things different if Tyrese is not 100%, doesn't play the minutes that he usually puts in? How are things different for you guys, in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about an All-NBA type guy. If he's not 100%, so you miss a lot of his playmaking and the stuff that he does for us, and we all just have to pick up the slack and help him out.
So I just took 2 years of sign language, and I know a couple words here and there.
Has it helped you, I guess, connect with a couple fans here and there just because of that?
Yeah. Like you seen that video that went viral. There was this guy, I think his name was Harold. If I'm wrong, my bad. But like I see him a lot actually, and we talk sometimes. But yeah, it definitely helps me connect with guys.
What does TJ inject into this team?
A lot of energy. He goes out there and he gets 110 every single game. Like doing little things, getting steals, being the fastest guy out there, getting into the paint. He's doing a lot out there when he's on the floor, and we definitely feel his energy.
What's that bond like in that second unit with him?
Yeah.
It's seemingly kind of believable.
Yeah. Yeah, like TJ does a great job at being the point guard in that second unit, or whenever he's on the floor. He draws so much attention, offensively and defensively. But everybody knows what they got to do when they're on the floor with TJ. We expect him to get into the paint. We expect him to move the ball. Like, we know what he's doing when we're out there on the floor, so it makes our job easier.
When Shea and Jalen get going in the fourth quarter like they did the other night, how tough is that to defend?
Yeah, those are two great players. But we got great defenders that's looking at film, watching film every day to get better, and hopefully that won't happen again.
Knowing that last game wasn't your best one, and you know you're so much more capable of doing. How important is that to have this fire now inside of you to show I can do more and I want to do more, and to help to bring more into the next game?
Yeah. I mean, nobody's perfect. You ain't gonna have a great game every single game, but just doing whatever you can out there on the floor, whether it's hustling, getting loose balls, rebounds, little things. Like, you don't have to score 30 points to have a good game. Just impacting the game differently, like setting charges or getting steals or being the first to the floor, 50-50 balls, just doing little things like that. We try to bring that into every single game. So,
what was it like to see Isaiah out here participating in ways that he can, given I think today's 9 months since surgery?
Yeah. It's been upsetting not having Isaiah on the team, but he's worked extremely hard to be able to be out here with us today. But like I said, he's been working really hard every single day to get to where he's at. So can't wait for him to get back.
What have these last two days been like, as you guys have tried to kind of probably mentally reset, learn from the last game, but also move forward?
Yeah, it's just been studying them. We have 2 days to study these guys, have 5 games under our belt, so we can watch all those films and see what we did wrong. But we just gotta come into this next game and play our type of basketball, be dogs, and do what we do best.
They're good at drawing fouls.
Just knowing who's in front of me, knowing personnel, and doing anything I can to make it play.
And does that continue even if you pick one up early or you pick a couple up early?
Yeah, for sure. I just got to keep the same aggressiveness.
Ben, you're always pretty stoic, not playing last year. This is your first time facing elimination. Does this feel any different to you heading into this game?
No difference.
You have to do anything to kind of calm yourself down, or you kind of just go with the flow and live with the adrenaline in the moment?
Just going out there and, like I said, just play hard, man. Just play hard, having a lot of fun. And it was a big game tomorrow, so just staying focused.
Is it cool to see Isaiah out here?
Sure.
Unable to do stuff all year, but I think today was 9 months from surgery.
For sure, it's crazy. Time fly, and I think that it's great to see him, being, smiling around and stuff like that. Especially he's been missing a lot of time. Last year I had a big injury myself on my shoulder, and I told him that, sometimes it kind of sucks that you can be a part of what we're doing, but to always keep your head up.
Ben, what does TJ mean to this group? And obviously, just from an energy, effort standpoint, I think he said on the podcast, playing hard is a skill.
Sure.
Do you realize that in him or see that in him?
For sure. I think I'm very, very, grateful for TJ, showing me a different aspect of the game. He just plays with heart even if he's not making shots, he's going to do everything he can, just to have high energy and going out there and just be TJ.
You guys are undefeated this playoff. You haven't hit that the last couple. What do you feel like you need to do to get the offense playing with or without ties?
Get over 110. Yeah, get the ball in the paint. I turned the ball over less, to be honest. 25 turnovers, took 12 less shots than them. That's a big swing in the game right there. We need to get the possessions where it's closer for sure. Win the possession game.
In those games, the fourth quarter is like the last lap. Last 6 minutes, everyone's trying to get their all. Sometimes they turn up their intensity. I think we just got to respond better and just close out the game.
I think it might be hard to do this in the finals, but if you had a chance to reflect on your own journey the last 3 months of March 1st, not even on the team, to you're playing meaningful minutes in the finals.
I think about it every day, man. Since the first 10 days I've been here, I don't take this for granted. I'm so grateful to be here. I appreciate the patience for giving the opportunity to even play, to be here. I think about it often. It's a special moment, but really, when this is all over, I really get a chance to think about it. But it's been going so fast since I've been here. I've been so appreciative and very motivated.
I know Rick tries to be motivating in these situations. Do you feel like, one, he has been and it helps you, or two, you feel like it comes from inside more with you guys? It doesn't need to come from him as much?
I think it's both. It's 50-50. I think that it's a good support from both of us, so just from inside. So it's been great.
Big picture, why do you think it's been such a good fit between you and Indiana?
I think first, it just starts off with, I think there's bigs that you run the floor. I feel like I'm pretty good at running the floor, just picking my moments. I know I'm not the fastest, but it's always just picking your moments of when to sprint the floor. I think that it starts off with that, and just rebounding. They just need someone to help fill in the roster toward the end of the bench. And was I expecting to play like this? No, but I've always been prepared most of my career. Just been staying ready, staying in shape, so it's been great.
Is it special to see Isaiah out here trying to do what he could with you guys, shooting and such? I think today was 9 months since his surgery.
Yeah, me and him, I got really cool with Isaiah. Me and him been talking. He's right next to me in the locker room, so I got to know him really well. He's a good guy. Everyone's supporting him, especially me coming in. Everybody was supporting me, so it's been great so far.
You mentioned how fast everything is moving, and I know you have time to reflect after the finals, but right now, is there anything that just stands out to you about playing in the finals and the whole experience? Besides everything, obviously.
The only thing that stands out is the finals. We're the last two teams playing in the NBA, and all eyes are on us. And just even get an opportunity to get in and contribute any way I can. I think it's just been special, just from day one. From where I started from the G, from to now, so it's pretty cool.